these guys just weren't getting the knee inside. Let's just take a look at that again. So say I'm playing collar and sleeve, I want the shin inside in this variation. So I push in the collar, Carl connects his elbow. So my goal is to get my knee under Carl's knee, if that makes sense. So I'm using the butterfly hook, I'm on my left hip, I make that hook. But if I just keep the collar and sleeve and try to do it without controlling this, as I move under Carl, he can like drag his knee, just bring your foot back. Yes, and now he kind of fills that space. This is why when I switch to here, I've made a wedge. So now it's my hip movement that gets me under. I'm on my left hip, I'm going under, flat under my back, and it's that movement. I'm on my back now, and then I'm there, take a back a step, and I have a bad knee, and I can still do this. So from our position, that grip is everything. It keeps him, now let's just say Carl's stance is a little bit narrower and he comes up a wee bit. I can use the hook, that's why the hook's there. You know, there's no way, see the way he's more upright and higher up, I'm not going to get my knee in there. I can use that hook to stretch him back. That creates the space, the off balance is there, and that stops the posture break. Because if I'm not controlling that, Carl's posturing, he can just push my foot down and all that stuff. That controls the posture if you think about what your limbs are doing. So the hook can get me inside, but it's the pulling the collar and the shrimp from my left side to here is what we want. Once we get to there, the response is he posted with his arms on the mat? There's the open elbow. We're going back to the triangle. So from there, I'll stretch him out to try and get his knee on the mat. And once I'm here, now I can keep Carl's weight off me with that foot. The sole of the foot's there. So now my butterfly hook can come inside and find the shoulder again. And now I just basically flick that off and jump into the triangle trap. This is one of the few times I finish the triangle with that grip because I'm just making a wedge there and I'm into the trap. Let's just go back to how we finished it last time. You have your John Danaher method, but now this arm's across, so I'm keeping it across. Because now it's a lot more difficult for Carl to posture with the arm across. So I will put the foot on the hip, start cutting the angle, and then I just leg press to fill that space. So there's no space at Carl's left ear at the back of my right knee. Once I'm there, my second knee comes in, so there's no shoulder inside, grabbing my shin, locking the triangle, and then I don't want to get it digging his hand in here, so we talked about winning that underhook, and then I can just leg press like curve. Another time to go for this is if I'm playing collar and sleeve. We're here, he pulls his elbow back, I'm on my left hip, I make that hook, I grab the pants, I create the space to get my knee inside. And now, when I pull him forward, Carl might post with his left hand, but make a grip on my collar. That's another kind of response we're getting into as well. But again, there's still an open elbow from there. So I can push to try and get his knee in the mat. It's not important that I do, but now I want to free this foot up. So now I'll use my leg press. Once my foot comes to there, I just push with my left foot, pull that off. That arm's already there, I'm not even looking for it. I just pull straight into the triangle trap. It's already in the position that I want. And I'm keeping this collar grip and using my free hand just to keep this across. Once I'm in that position, foot goes in hip, try to posture Carl. I'm connected to him. That right hand grips everything, and now I just start cutting that angle. Fill that space, put the boot on, grab your shin. My knee comes to isolate the shoulder, so there's only a head and arm in. Lock my triangle, and then I can leg press like curve. Sleeve, our shin on the inside. Here's my entrance into it. Anytime he's pulling that, push. Notice the way I'm on my left hip, I make the hook, switch the grips. The stance is quite narrow, so I'm going to push a little bit, and now he can't follow. If I make him step with his right foot, if I was still here, Carl can withdraw his left foot, and now that space is filled up again. That's why we want to switch to here. When I create that space, he can't bring his feet together. I'm now pulling aside, I'm getting my knee into that position, that whole off balance. From there, even this time Carl hasn't put his knee to the mat, it's not a problem. From there, that foot, my foot on his hip keeps Carl's weight off me. It's easy now just for me to find that. I don't even need to pull his right arm across, because now I'm just shooting straight into that triangle trap. It's already there, and my hip is behind his right elbow. So once we get that across, now create the space, fill that. That's all I want there, that's stomp. Right, my shin, triangles on. Collar and sleeve, we're here. Sometimes from here, when I put my foot, he connects his elbow. I make the hook, okay? I grab here, and now Carl's going to snag my leg just with this, as if you're going for a football. So now, if you've noticed, I can't bring my knee inside. Does that make sense? But if you've noticed, the minute he does that, he hasn't connected his knee to his elbow. So from that position now, I'm just shooting across and back into the omoplata. You know, so it's all there. You know, maybe if he tries to shut down me bringing my knee inside, just one more time on that side. So maybe I'm here, playing collar and sleeve, shin on the inside. He connects his elbow. He connects his elbow to his hip. Triangle omoplata's not there. That makes sense, yeah? So now we're looking to transition to a variation of X guard. I put my foot in, I switch grips, I'm looking to bring my knee inside, but now Carl's just holding on to my leg here. Notice the way when he did that, his elbows come away a little bit. So I just go back to the sleeve again, push there, and now there's the open elbow back into omoplata. So something will present itself. That make sense?